This tutorial I'm going to show you how to create basic button by using Flash. Alright, so we are not going to put any code today. We are just going to create a button. For example, in this case we are going to create 3 types of button. Alright, let me run this first. Control. So this is an example of button that we doing. So the first one, we have animation on it. Okay, when we hover the mouse, it will change the color, and when we click, it will also change the color. And the second button is animated button. Okay, when we put the cursor on top of the mouse, it will animate, and when we click on it, it will change the color. And the second one also an interactive button, okay, by using text. This time is using text. So when we put the cursor on top of the button, it will change the text, and when we click or we push the button, it will change the text. Alright, so that is an example. Alright, so to do this, I'm going to create new document. So using ActionScript 3.0. Okay, basically we are not going to use the script, but normally I create a new file by using ActionScript 3.0. We can always change that if you want. Okay, I leave the default dimension, stage size to default. Okay. So in order to create the first button, we are going to use shape. Okay, for this time I'm going to use rectangle tool. So I'm gonna change the color to, let's say, blue. Alright, so draw the button. Okay, if you need to set, never mind. Okay, so next step is you are going to convert this button, this shape. Okay, this is a shape object. If you click it, it is a shape. Okay, double click on it. Okay, because we have stroke on the shape. If we just select it, okay, it will select the fill only, we not select the stroke. Right, double click on it, and then right click, convert to symbol. Okay, for example, this one I name it as BTN RECT, RECT, rectangle, registration point in the middle, and then press OK. So now we are going to have one button in our library, button RECT. Alright, so now we are going to create the animation, okay, or the interactivity on the button. And to do that, we need to go inside the button. So once you convert the button, you can double click on it. Okay, it will go from scene 1, and now we are inside the button RECT. So basically button have up, over, down, and hit frame. Okay, so up but is the button appearance when the pointer is not over the button, which is when you run the application, or you test the application, or you play the application. Okay, it is the state where it is the state of which the button will appear. Alright, on the second frame is over. Okay, is button appearance when the pointer is over the button, which is when you put your cursor on top of the button, what will happen. Okay, and down is the button appearance as it is being clicked or being touched. Okay, when you click on it. And hit is the hit define the area bounds that will respond to mouse click. Okay, this area is invisible when published. We cannot see the hit area. Okay, so for this time, okay, I'm going to use the same shape. Okay, you can change to whatever shape or color you like. Okay, now we are going to use over and down. So we are going to use this shape. We go to frame over and insert keyframe, and this down, right click and insert keyframe. So we have same object and same color on these three frame. So I'm going to change on over, which is what will happen on my button when I put cursor on top of it. Alright, so I click on frame over, I click on this button. Let's say I'm going to change this color to green, and then on down frame I'm going to change the color to red. Alright, select test, control, test movie and test. So notice, so when I put the cursor on button, it will change to green, and when I click on the button, it will turn to red. Alright, so that's some interactive button. Alright, the second one, we are going to go outside, okay, to the scene one. Now we are going to create an animated button. This time around I'll be using rectangle. Okay, so now you can use any shape that you want. For this example, I use rectangle. Okay, so I change the color to gray. Stroke, if you can have stroke or you don't, you can have stroke. Okay, or you can decide not to use stroke. So this time around, okay, I'll be using one rectangle, and then select it and convert it into symbol. Okay, btn, let's say I use animate. Alright, okay, button registration is in the middle, and then okay. So now we are going to go inside the button. Okay, we have same frame here, up, over and down. So in frame over, we are going to change the size of the button. Okay, so it will look like in animation. Okay, so we do the same process. On over, we insert keyframe, and down also we insert keyframe. So in over, okay, we are going to create animation on over frame. So this time we are going to convert this object. Now we have three objects here, it is three different objects. For example, up, over and down. Okay, if you move the button, this one, okay, on top here, and then up is here. When you run, okay, you test the movie, you will see the difference. Alright, now it is up. Alright, it is up. When you put your cursor, oops, this one. Okay, now this is up. Okay, over, down, up, over, down. Alright, okay, we are not going to do that, so I just undo. Alright, okay, so up, over and down. So we go to over, we right click on this, we are going to convert this into symbol. For this time we are going to use movie clip, movie animate. Okay, type we are going to change into movie clip, and registration point will be in the middle, and then press OK. So notice this object will become a movie clip. Okay, so double click to go inside the movie clip. Now we are over, up, over and down. Now we are using over. Okay, object at over frame. So double click and to go inside. So now scene 1, we go inside add button animate, and now we are inside movie animate. Okay, so this is the object, the same object, but it is inside of other object. Okay, so let's say I'm going to resize this shape or our button. It will become smaller when we put cursor on top of the button. Let's say I'm going to use 10 frame. Okay, go to frame 10, insert keyframe. So we will have same object from 1 to 10. So to make it animate, we need to use twinning. Alright, so right click in the middle of 1 to 10, create classic twin. Okay, and then from this is point 1 and this is end point, starting point and end point. So let's say in frame 10 the size is going to be smaller. Okay, so I use free transform tool. Okay, push shift button and resize it. So when it is started, it will become smaller like this. Alright, so let's test. Control, test movie, and test. Alright, okay, and when we click, it will become normal size. Okay, because we did not change the down frame. So we go back to animate, btn animate. So we go to frame down. Let's say I just want to change this color to, let's say, red. Okay, so command, test movie, test, and we up state. Okay, this is up state, over state, and down state. Alright, okay, now the third one is text. We go back to scene 1. Okay, so we use text, create a text field here. Okay, push for example. Okay, size this should be smaller. Okay, so the same process we can do. Here is we are going to convert this text into symbol. btn text, right, and type movie button. Registration point is in the middle, and then press OK. So now we are going to go inside the text button, double click on it. Okay, so the same process, up, over and down. So we just insert keyframe, add over, and insert keyframe, add down. Okay, so in over we change the button text. Let's say push me. Okay, add down, I'm going to use push with the color let's say blue. This one going to change to, let's say we have purple here, purple or pink, purple. Alright, so let's test. Yeah, alright, so that is just a simple button tutorial how to create button. Actually, next time we are going to create navigation by using button, which means we'll be using ActionScript 3.0. okay, we are going to use to apply some coding on the button. Alright, so thank you for watching. If you like or if this video helped you, please subscribe and please comment. Thank you.